Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet. We're going over everything esports news. I'm your host, Captain Suze, followed by my co-host, Novaverse. And today we got some more Overwatch League off-season news for you for the year of 2020. Now, a lot of stuff has happened within this past week, mostly with the Elemental Mystic, aka Dallas Eternal, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First things first, the people that are back on their respective teams are going to be Funny Astro, Alarm, and Carpe. They're going to be back on Philly. Which, thank goodness that Carpe and at least Funny Astro and Alarm are back, because that was going to be a little scary, that they didn't keep them for a while, and took a little bit to let us know, hey, they're staying here. But glad to see that Carpe's at least back. That would have been a really dumb move to get rid of him.
Yeah, it took a while. Honestly, we felt like those three definitely would be secured. Alarm and Funny Astro are great support characters, and Carpe is just incredible DPS. Widowmaker, watch out for your head because he's coming for you and stuff like that. So yeah, they definitely need to secure Carpe, definitely. So.
And next up, we have the people that have left their respective teams. Nova, you want to do the honors on that one?
Definitely, I would love to do the honors. So we're going straight into who left. We're hitting up Paris again because everyone's leaving Paris, apparently.
Everyone.
XZI and FD God leaving Paris.
Gone.
XZI definitely is a huge hit on Paris. I mean,
Paris has basically gotten rid of their
entire
roster at this point.
They're definitely trying to change up how they want to look next season, which, I mean, I don't know what kind of their approach is, but, we just gotta wait and see, honestly. I don't even know who's on the roster still.
And I did want to mention too, in case we didn't say it in last week's video, this week they did confirm that Ben Best, Soon, and Nico are gone. So just wanted to say, just in case they didn't say that last week, that's confirmed this week. That basically no one is left on Paris.
Yeah, gosh darn it. Anyways. We have New York. We have Steven, who is the manager over at New York, leaving. For Boston, we have Axiom leaving. Let's see, QOQ, if I'm reading that right, for Hung Zhao is leaving. Huge one right here. Moth from San Francisco is leaving.
Oh, that was huge. That was a huge announcement.
I was actually very surprised. Great support player. And I mean, you hear a lot about Moth, at San Fran doing incredible plays, and a little surprising right there, but maybe they had different point of views of what's going down.
We'll see where he landed in a little bit.
Definitely. Philly, which these three definitely huge. Ivy, Sato, and Fury leaving Philly. We talked about, of course, the three, Funny Astro, Carpe, and Alarm. There you go. Thank you. Staying in, which those three definitely you want to secure in the bag, but these three definitely leaving is...
I think it's pretty big, especially because Sato's a really good tank. I know in fantasy esports for Overwatch, I like to have him on my squad. So I think it's a bit weird how they're getting rid of some of these really good players. I know they're probably going to try to make room for people that are more expensive, but I don't get why they're going to try to get rid of them, but who knows.
Yeah, switching things around. For Florida, we have Fate leaving, and then for Gungzhou, we have Shu, Nero, and Happy, in which Nero and Happy definitely those big names for Gungzhou. Them leaving, I don't know exactly where they're going to end up at. I think
rumor has it Happy's going to be going to Houston.
Okay.
Possibly. There's a bidding war happening for Happy at the moment. I know I mentioned this last week that these three are gone, but we wanted to touch back on this just because that is a rumor that is going on, that he might be going to that team. Fate leaving is definitely pretty big for Florida. It's not like they're making any huge moves, but I think they could, bring in a better tank. Not to say that he wasn't a bad tank; he was a pretty good tank. But maybe they get Sato. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And that right there is going to wrap up who left their respective teams this week. And we're going to hop it right back to Zeus with the new members.
That's me. So Hung Zhao for the new squad. They have League, Lige. It's Lige. I don't know. They got that guy. He's from Contenders, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot of good stuff from him. He's probably going to come in with a lot of spunk. So good on them. Good on them. The Dallas Eternal has Eggsy and Jexay onto their squad. Basically, Dallas has become the new Elemental Mystic Contenders team. That's literally what's happened now. They have everyone, and it's
dang Dallas.
It's a huge loss for, Paris to lose Eggsy, and to lose, they lost Fielder. Man, who was the other one? He was the Genji player. He was my favorite Genji. Sparkle. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Sparkle. They lost Sparkle, who's also on this respective team. Jexay was from Houston, as we all know. That's also kind of a bit of a blow for Houston. But Dallas, going to be stacked. They're going to be absolutely stacked.
Very terrifying.
Absolutely. Gung Zhao, they got a couple of new players here. Choi Swan and Mike Haley. Choi Swan and Mike Haley. Those two, never heard of the names before. Super hard to pronounce just by looking at it. But glad to see Gung Zhao's getting some newer talent. Some not so new, but some good talent. They got Kareev and Mandu. Mandu's respectively from New York. And I think it's going to be a huge addition to Gung Zhao, especially with all four of these players coming in. So I can't wait to see how they're going to look next year, because they were already a force to be reckoned with this previous season. So next season is going to be pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Atlanta got a new gun coming in with Pelican. Kind of low-key, not a huge announcement or anything like that for it. Probably because of so much drama that's already happening. It's been overshadowed. San Fran did pick up FD gun, which I think was a pretty big move. He's probably one of the best Lucios in the league at the moment. We see highlights from him all the time from, the tournaments where he'll make some kind of crazy boop or carries, as a nano Lucio, something like that. But I think that's going to be a really good addition to San Fran. It's a terrible loss for Paris.
Moff. I was going to say Moff and Funny Astro right now. Just, what do you mean? I'm the best Lucio.
I'm the best Lucio. London's got some new coaches in with the names of Reprise and Commander X. I don't know much on these guys, but hopefully this is going to be new blood coming in with no one from London back on there. So
Commander X sounds pretty dope, though.
It does sound like a cool name. So hopefully London can actually win something this year. We'll see. Boston picked up some new blood with I Am 37, which is a unique name.
Very unique.
Very unique. I don't know how this is going to affect Boston.
Can't replace the Jerry, but
I feel like that's a terrible replacement for Jerry, but we'll see how this goes.
That is the replacement for Jerry. Maybe we're waiting, but
anyways, LAG, Los Angeles Gladiators, picked up some really good talent this year. They picked up Moth and Shu, which that is going to be a force to be reckoned with. You have Space on there with Moth. You got Shu, and if I'm not mistaken, you still have Bird Ring. That alone is going to be a force to be reckoned with for LA next season. Like, geez, I don't know. The whole California Cup is going to be a freaking battle with these teams being stacked.
And loving how you bring in the Moth, someone who has great history and understanding of, hey, what it takes to win a championship. You know what I mean? So I think it's just going to be great. LAG looking good right now.
They look really good. And Shanghai, which we thought was allergic to winning, is, I guess, not as allergic we thought, because they picked up Fate from Florida. Like I said, he's not a bad tank. He's a pretty good tank. So I think that's going to be a good secondary tank to have on there. I don't think they're going to be like the main one they have been. But I think that's a pretty good pickup for Shanghai. It could have been better. I'd like to see, some Sato or something like that in there. But, we'll have to see how this goes. But that kind of wraps it up here for the latest news on the Overwatch League off-season stuff. We try to keep you guys up to date with everything weekly. We do the whole compilation video weekly on our Twitter at Gauntlet News. We do have where we'll repost what we can as soon as we find out, so that way you can stay up to date. So don't forget to follow us there. We also have an Instagram, also at Gauntlet News, which we try to stay up to date there as well. But thank you so much for watching. We also have a nerdy channel, The Black Party, where we got some nerd podcasts about Star Wars and Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, the whole shebang. Don't forget to check that out. I'm Captain Zeus. That's Novaverse. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments how you think about all this. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
See ya.